All unit off the field. Outrider KIA. Dead wrong. Annihilator late. Drop them.
What's up guys, Champ here bringing you some more Black Ops 3 gameplay. Today what I got for you is a game of domination on the map knockout. And this is another episode of Mr. Cod right here, as his name is popping up right on the screen. That is his exact gamer tag, Mr. Cod 187. And in this game, Mr. Cod 187 goes completely off on the enemy team, ends up getting a nuclear medal, finishes this game with a super high KD. He only dies 2 times in this game, ends up pulling 63 kills. 63 kills and 2 deaths. I mean, that's like a 31.5 KD right there, which is not bad for a game of knockout domination. These new maps, me and him go off when we play these new maps, especially knockout. I mean, I guess all of them, knockout, Verge, Spire, and definitely Rift. You guys already know how I play on Rift. I've been getting nuclears on Rift a lot lately, actually. Another nuclear is going to be coming to you guys soon, where I go 80-2 on the map Rift. Completely dominate the enemy team. Right now, this isn't his nuclear streak, but he starts off well. He goes on like a 14 gun streak right off the bat, and he has a nice purifier feed. So I wanted to show you guys that, and then we're going to get into his nuclear streak. In this game, he's running the perfect combination of support and assault streaks. The Raps are the best assault streak in the game. The Raps just completely go off on other team. And then the UAV and the Hater, you can't beat those, especially if you're running the Silencer. If you're running the Silencer, you don't really need the counter UAV, and you don't really need to throw a power core up. In this game, you're going to see why this combination works so well. Obviously, the UAV and the Hater are up there, so you can constantly know where the enemy's at. If you don't just spawn them both out at the same time, you kind of just take them out, use the UAV when you need it, use the Hater when you need it. I was also in this game doing the same thing. When you got 2 good people running that combination, you pretty much always are going to know where the enemy is at, especially when you're throwing up multiple Haters and going on long gun streaks like he does end up going in this game. And then the Raps are so good for this too, because the Raps just have them, they're running from the Raps, they're constantly trying to shoot down the Raps, so you're going to end up with a lot of easy kills that way, as long as you play rushy enough to catch them while they're doing it. Right here he gets his first set of Raps and his first Hater. Also, the good thing about the Raps is it's just taking people out. While they're shooting at the Raps, whether it be in the sky or on the ground, they're just completely not looking at what's going on around them. They're not looking at you. They're not worried about you. All they're really worried about is the Raps, which is a great distraction. Really helps you out. Look how many people. He just burns everybody here real quick, which is why I wanted to show you guys the beginning. He goes on a nice little gun streak right off the bat here. So he ends up going on 2 nice streaks in this game with both his lives. I switched ahead because he just died right here, and this is the nuclear streak. This is the start of it right here. He's going to start a little bit in the first half. I think he gets about 5 kills in this first half, and he just goes completely off on him in the second half and ends up getting the nuclear plus a couple more kills afterwards. I think he ends up with like a 35 gun streak in this game, which is pretty nasty. You might have noticed in this game he's running the fast mags, the grip, and the suppressor here. He's running for perks. He's going with fast hands, scavenger, and I think he's going with tack mask and flap jacket, because we don't really need to be throwing on ghosts, because we are just completely destroying these guys. Those of you who might have watched a couple of videos ago, he had the same exact setup when he got the nuclear on the map Spire. And these games actually came pretty close together. He got both these games in the same afternoon, which is pretty nasty to go ahead and get 2 nuclears in the same afternoon. That takes a lot. Not everybody's just out there dropping nuclears every game. But Mr. Cod went on a complete tear the last couple days and just started putting up multiple nuclears like it was no problem. I actually threw up a couple of nuclears myself in the last 2 days. I got 2 nuclears and I got a 29 gun streak, where it's probably the biggest nuke choke that I've gone through in this whole entire game. And I've died on 29 gun streak probably like 8 to 10 times already in this game, which is crazy. It's so like, So disheartening when you just die on 29 and you go back and you count how many kills you had and it's like, geez, it was exactly 29. I just kind of blew it on the 28th, 29th one. I knew that I was in that high of a gun streak. I knew that my next gun kill was going to get me the nuclear. I ran around. I just couldn't find anybody. But you guys will see that. That's going to be coming up in the video. And I'll go through it then with you guys. But it's going to probably be titled like biggest nuke choke ever or something like that. But it was still a very exciting gameplay. So I'm still definitely going to show you guys that. I mean, a 29 gun streak is not much different than a 30 gun streak. Except for the fact that you get the nuclear medal or you don't. So right here, you guys are going to notice why these streaks are so important. Look at these guys. They don't want to get killed by the Raps and the haters, so they're out there shooting it down. They shot down his hater, but in the process of them shooting down his hater and Raps, what did he do? He went ahead and got more hater, more Raps. So then he continued his streak, and now he's just going to keep going with it. Right there, he just picked up the Relentless, so he's already on a 20 gun streak right now. He's just going to continue it. He's got his purifier ready. I don't know exactly when he's going to turn that on, but I'm pretty sure he's going to start burning people. He does really well using this purifier. I love using the purifier too. We both just kind of caught on like a couple weeks ago that it's just like has to be hands down the best score streak in the game. I mean, look at it. You barely have to touch the dude, and you just completely burn him. And then as long as they don't get their shots on you, and that's the most important part when using this purifier, is not letting them get their bullets on you. So you got to be jumping in the air. You got to make yourself a tough target. If you could do that with the purifier in your hand, then you're going to get a lot of kills with it, because the easy part's definitely just spraying them. I mean, it's a spray and pray weapon. You just go left and right with it. As long as it touches them, they're dead. Right here, he's going to get a couple of quick kills with the purifier. Got himself a UAV, which always helps. I like to have my purifier on when I got the hater. So I kind of wait sometimes until I can get the hater. And then once I know I have the hater, I throw the purifier on. It makes it that much easier to just anticipate the enemy coming for you and just kind of do a jump shot right when you kill him with the purifier. So then you know for sure that he's not going to be able to take you out. Also, you don't run into multiple people, because that's how you die with the purifier as well. Right there, there's the brutal. So he's only 5 kills away. Now he's only 4. So that was pretty fast brutal right there that he got. All pretty much in this half. A couple in the first half. Now once he gets the hater, it's just pretty much an easy nuke at this point. All he has to do is make sure he plays it right and just be patient and wait for the enemy to kind of come to him. But also you still got to rush a little bit, because it's only 176. There's not that much time left. Right there, he gets the nuclear, he gets an unstoppable medal, and he's going to pick up a couple more kills here. Game's going to be coming to an end, and I hope you guys like what you saw, and if you did, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you want to see more and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to me at Champ Gaming. Mr. Cod's posting regular gameplays on here. I got nuclears. I'm posting gameplays all the time. I got an easy to navigate playlist where it's 100+ kill games, high gun streak games, just Nuketown games. I also got a series of how to get a high KD, and I go through every single map in the game. Haven't done one of those in a while because I've just been dropping so many good gameplays lately with so many nuclears, so many other things that I just felt like I had to show you first. But I do have games ready to go so I can continue that series. And the next one's going to be on the map Redwood, where I drop a nasty gameplay. And I also ended up using the Blackjack Specialist while doing it, which is always nice. People like to see that Blackjack Specialist gameplay. So there you have it, 63-2, Mr. Cod dominating the team. I also got those huge supply drop opening. I did part 1 of it. I only did 1,000 of my whatever crypto keys I got there, 14,000. This has been Champ at Champ Gaming. Come see me.